You're gonna record it.
The app is behaving strangely.
The app has been behaving strangely. Anyone else having issues?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did. Like
yeah.
it starts the harmonic and then it stops and then it jumps to the recording and then it goes off. I think it's over, and like a half an hour later, all of a sudden it starts playing again.
And then it was like um, tripling up, whatever you call them, protocols. Like I was like, why do I have? And it was like every other one was like the one above, and then it went to every four. And I mean, I went in and deleted them and then updated it and it stayed okay. But like Frederick was saying, it was like plain weird. I don't know. And I still have negative 13 days. Pro license expired negative 13 days ago.
Okay,
Um,
right. Let me sort it out for you right this second, okay?
Yeah,
Uh,
mine too, Stephen.
okay, of course, yeah. Just basically send me a message with it, and I'll be able to update it in a second. Like so, give
Well,
you.
I'll send you a message too. My software, or like when I do an upgrade and I'm pulling it off the BioCoherence website, and I'm logged into the website, and it for the first couple scans or screens or whatever, I don't get to see the screens. It's like it keeps forgetting that I have an account, right?
Is there any way you
And
can actually show me these things? Like, would it be beneficial, like, if you could share your screen and show me?
well, I'll fire it up right now.
And even you
It's
as well, Laura would be great. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna sort out all your subscriptions because everybody has an issue with it. So.
Even my clients are having issues with it.
But if you could find out what versions they're running and what platforms they're on, because like we are fixing issues like on on almost an hourly basis, because like and we are getting really close to a really stable, happy
Yeah.
release. Like every time we talk, there's always amazing feedback and we fix them and then we do a release and we break five things, but we fix five things, so.
Does anyone else have trouble with the lag? Like when I go choose my exploration,
Mhm.
it like it takes 10, 15, sometimes even 30 seconds for it to open.
Mhm.
Yes, and that's something I've seen, and we are now going to look at putting in a loading screen because that's very frustrating for the user because you think you can engage with the application while it's still loading behind the scenes. So we can actually solve all of those issues by actually restricting your access and saying, please hold while it loads everything.
Yeah, because
Please.
then you're waiting and you're wondering, maybe I didn't push on it, or maybe my finger didn't click. So then you start creating another
Exactly.
sequence while the first one is loading and the whole thing gets shorted out.
well,
Okay, that's really
you know
good.
the
That's really
the
good
the
feedback.
three instances that Laura was talking about, and I don't have that. I have not seen that bug yet, as because I haven't really modified any protocols. I just been listening to stuff that's already been generated. But um, when I was doing the harmonic boost, I'd click on it and it would make it, and then I would end up with two or three harmonic boosts. The little box when you make the MP3 that shows up on the bottom. Well, now it's over on the side, but it used to show up on the bottom. I'd get like three of them, and two of them were like ghosts in the machine because you'd click on them and there's nothing, right? Medrick fixed that, but he fixed that back, I think, in I don't know, 24 or at least for the PC, he fixed it because I was having that problem before I went to a fair. And I thought,
Yeah,
I'm going to a fair this weekend, and if I'm sending people harmonic boosts, I want to make sure they don't get a ghost one.
yeah, and even recently, I had seen something last week, like where I was playing the harmonic boost, and it would just stop for maybe 3 seconds, and then it would
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
Actually implies to the user and
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot as well.
okay, which isn't good, like because the user is going to be in is going to be in a particular mindset and then it just drops, and it could cause them a little bit of distress. So it's something that in the latest version it's been fixed. So can I just check that you are all running the latest versions? Or even if you want to install it from the beta, like particularly
Yeah.
on Mac, like we
Oh,
run betas on Mac all the time.
Is
so
that
my
29.2 is the latest? 29.2, right?
Yeah, let me just triple confirm. On the beta page, the most recent one is 29.2, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just trying to install it through Play Store, and it keeps
For the Mac,
going.
for Mac.
No, Play Store that I'm in Samsung, in Android.
Oh yeah, see the thing is so the beta 129.2 is the latest one, but that wouldn't have been deployed onto the Android store yet. So
Because it says here install via Play Store.
okay. Okay. Well then Medric has it live on the Play Store then. Okay,
Well, yeah, it could. I don't know. That might just be oh well.
let me check. Yes.
PC is only at 29.1.
Yeah, okay, so the Play Store is July 14th, 2025, so that will be the most recent one, Frederick, yeah?
Okay, but it's not installing.
From the Play Store? What's
Yeah,
happening?
it just says retry. It's not installing.
Yeah, it won't, if you have an expired license, it won't update. That's what I'm having problems with.
I don't have an expired license. I pay every month.
That doesn't mean that that it's not showing it's expired though, because
Why would it be expired?
it's not, it's a glitch in the system.
And the
So what we were talking about before I think you got on, Frederick.
Sorry.
Your license is in good standing, Fred. Yeah, no problem there.
Oh,
Okay.
But can you send me a screenshot of what you're seeing? Because like when you go onto the app or when you go to the Google store and you install, that's completely on the Google side. Like we give them our install file and then they handle the distribution of it. So if it's not installing from the Play Store, then it's a problem with the Play Store, from my understanding. Like because the application wouldn't be approved by Google unless it worked. So there must be an issue. Like even if you could hold your phone up to the camera there, we can have a quick look.
Okay, let me try to do that again because I just got out of it. Hold on.
I use Google a lot, and I've been having DNS, like it'll just time out because it says it can't resolve the IP. And I've had that a lot lately. Sometimes Google takes, just my homepage because I'm using Google for my business, sheets and all that. I mean, I have Word and that, but I'm using Google, and sometimes it takes, almost a minute for that stuff to come up. And sometimes it times out and said, sorry, can't, it doesn't give me the 404 message. It gives me the message, can't, timed out. It's not responding or something like that, right? And that's on Google because I look at all of my program, all of my IP number, my DNS lookup, all of that, right? All of those IP addresses, all those are current. And I can go to the Google website and say, yeah, if you're going to program it yourself, hardwire it, then like if you're doing a firewall or something, it just, that it just goes right there and all of that's correct. So I think it's on Google. Google's really, and the sun. I'll just say the sun.
And also, we have a lot of experience with Apple as well. Like, and you think that Apple is really sophisticated, but behind the scenes, like it's like they just have missed like so many little things that could make everybody's life a lot easier, and they don't actually have them in place. Like, it's actually really shocking how kind of backward they are in terms of the App Store and the ability for the developers to be able to, you know, change things.
Hold on.
I've I've had glitches on some of my other software programs on my Mac too. So it's like I've had upgrades on my audio program from Logic and some of the stuff from Adobe, and there's glitches of weird stuff happening on some of that. So this may be a lot to do with the whole web, you know, and not just, you know, it's like when they write the software and, you know, the way they have AI tracking everybody and doing so much stuff, I think there may be some congestion that happens in the portals of all the software for everybody. And so I can't just blame it on BioCoherence as a problem because I've seen it on other stuff too.
Yeah. Well, thanks for saying that as well. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've been that way too. I can't blame, I've had other software, programs do that, but it's like with AI kind of, I mean, AI has been around for a long time, but just like what Jeff said, well, there's AI that's manipulative, and it really is because look at your marketing, and then there's AI that's not manipulative, and it's almost like they're vying for the IP address, right? So, I mean, that's oversimplified, but really what it is, I think that's what it is because their
Actually,
systems are changing over.
and I actually read an article today where they were saying that people are now beginning to sound like AI when they're talking to each other.
Mhm.
Like it's really interesting that AI is learning to talk like us and we're learning to talk like AI. We're definitely being assimilated into the Borg here.
Scary.
It is. It is. But just to summarize, if you don't mind, because I just want to make sure that I have these down. The first issue is that people are having problems playing the harmonic boost, in that it is dropping mid boost, or is that fair to say? Like that's the main problem with the harmonic boost?
It's glitching.
It's glitching. Oh, okay. So
That would be a good way to explain it, I would say.
yeah.
Because I can't say it did it every single time, or it doesn't do the same thing when it did it, but it seems like there was an issue of how it was working. And then the other part was obviously trying to um, see what was going on with the other people we're working with communicative wise.
Well, was it a separate MP3, in other words, a recorded harmonic boost, or was it a live, like a session off your computer or your phone or whatever you're using? Which one was it giving you problems? Was it live or was it Memorex?
As Memorex.
Right. We're going back.
Okay, okay, there you go.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
that's where I've noticed my problems too. It's been the Memorex version.
And mine still aren't going to my clients. Like I update and it's
Yeah.
still not transferring
Yeah.
over. So
Not at all. Like it's not going across at all.
no, and that's like so what I'm doing is I'm downloading the MP3 and sending it to them.
Yeah, but that's only a much shortened version of it. Like so.
It is.
No.
It's not. I agree. It's not as good as the one right off the app, but my clients aren't in my town. All of them. The majority of them are actually outside. So when I send it to them, I mean, that's why I want that. I love this. I love bio. I have zero complaints about it. Not, like not working because it does it. It's excellent.
It's just very glitchy.
It's just a little glitch, but
Glitchy.
also, like this is so new,
The day.
so new. Like
Yeah.
everybody is very understanding. Although my one client said I need a frequency for the app. The frustrations around the app. I thought that
Yeah, yeah, there you go. I like that. We ought to put that I might put that on a poster behind my
So,
And in fact, actually, just before we were talking to Heidi. She was here a moment ago, but now she's left. But she had a baby rabbit had been brought in by her cat, and basically the poor little thing was in a bad way, and she wanted to see if there was any frequencies that could be used for a rabbit. And I contacted Christina, and do you know what? I was like, "This is a great job. I love this job," you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I basically contacted Christine and I asked her, and she said basically that it needs a mother. And if she puts the rabbit on her chest and listens herself to one of the emotional balancing, and apparently it worked really well. Like, and the actual rabbit is fine. You know, basically went off to the shelter and is fine, which is actually a really nice kind of use case. But the rabbit was complaining about using the software as well. He said it was very difficult to navigate.
Yeah.
Can I, if you don't mind, if I log in as one of my test patients, and we'll do a run through now, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
With Laura, you're
Yeah.
gonna take over me as your patient. So
Okay.
we'll share my screen to show
Okay.
my Jane Doe, and then you take over me, and then you update one of the reports or one of the harmonic boosts, and just see basically what the flow is and see how it goes, if that's okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Right, so give me 2 seconds so I can actually just log in as Jane Doe. I just can't remember. And you know what? And actually I think that most of our problems will be sorted out by putting in a please hold screen to restrict the user's ability to access anything until everything is loaded. You know, that even if they can't access it for like 20 seconds, that's okay. Because
Yeah.
when we allow them to interact with it, that's when it causes problems. Or even when, even when you go into the harmonic boost and you press play immediately, it could still be loading behind the scenes, you know.
Right.
And so yeah, I think that is going to solve a lot of problems, and we have talked about it. And actually, we do have a little green download icon, which is about that small, at the end of the screen, which implies to the user, don't press anything until this is gone from the screen. But we have to assume that the users are going to press on things, or that they don't understand what the little green download sign means, you know. So that's something that we're definitely going to put in, okay? So let me just log
Well,
in. No,
you
yeah, go on.
know, one thing that's missing, I mean, I've seen the icons and stuff. Mine's usually down at the bottom of the screen, right?
Yeah,
But you go to Microsoft right on the mouse or whatever, which might be a little bit different for a phone. But you've got the little, either the hour clock that keeps, spinning, or the little, there's a little icon that's moving. And, if they could see that, because that's something people, most people know what that means. It's still loading, right?
yeah,
Um,
exactly. Yeah. Right, here is my screen, Jane Doe. And so this is my test that was done earlier in the month.
Okay.
So basically, how would you do it as a therapist, Laura?
Open the exploration. I just went through this with Steven.
With
We,
Stephen?
yeah, we did it with Steven. And with Steve Campbell.
Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, yep. Yep.
All
And
right.
because I couldn't get his, this is how we did it. So then I'd have you go into your harmonic boost.
Okay.
Is this going to be, am I going to be able to add stuff? Because
Yeah, well then I need to. So right now, Jane Doe's specialist is Stephen McCormick. So we need to change that, right? So we want to change the expert, right?
okay.
To make you my expert, right?
You, okay.
Um, so
Code
can you give me your invitation code?
He is
So
in Paul
P as in Paul,
681.
681.
681.
Oh, and that's now gone to TJ. Oh, there we go. That could be the problem. Because that's now TJ.
Yeah, but I work under TJ, remember? So
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Oh, okay. So basically, if you have notifications on, it will alert you. There, it just came in, right?
on my end, let's see.
Excuse me, where do I find out which version I have playing? There was a place where it shows it.
So if you go into your settings,
Settings, okay.
just here, go to settings.
Yeah.
Show you the version there.
Okay, good. So it downloaded. The last one downloaded. Okay, good.
Okay, and what version does it say for you?
29.2.
Okay. Well, then you're on the latest.
And so then all the previous explorations are automatically able to be read by 29.2, or do they have to be redone?
No, they'll be read by 29.2. No problem.
Okay, so it's giving me all the new features automatically on previous explorations.
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing.
99% sure of that. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good.
Do you have it under
So there you go. So you're now my expert. So you should be able to open. So you should now. So let's go to your screen now. Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see like what you do as a process, so we can see if there's any kind of mistakes or glitches.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's no Jane Doe in here. In
And this
fact,
is
I'm
this-
missing like
Is TJ on the call? Maybe it went to him.
no,
well,
that's not how it works. But I'm
Laura's
missing.
logged in as TJ, right?
Yeah, we're in the same one. So you guys don't have this. You guys haven't been working like this, but we have from the beginning. So it works for us. I don't know how it works, but it does.
Just maybe hit refresh there beside your name.
Mm-hmm.
And am I in the list
But
now?
we're missing like we had like 90, now we have 75. But again, if you go in here in my settings, I'm still at 1.28.7
Oh, that's really old. And are you on your Mac here? Is this Mac?
on my Mac. Yeah, my MacBook Air.
Oh, well,
And
listen,
and
then
it
you need to
says that I'm still 13 days expired, which was last week too.
But see, the actual thing is, I upgraded your account just there, but you're logged in as TJ. So I think actually a lot of your problems is because you guys are using the same account, and we think you're logged in as Laura. Because I just went in and I upgraded your account to a pro plan again, but I didn't do it. But I didn't do it for TJ. So
But
let me.
it would still like go because that at least it has before. It's always worked that way. So I don't, it's not now.
Okay, so if you log out and log back in again, you'll see that that's now correct.
Okay.
And I hope that everybody finds this useful. Like, do you guys all find this a useful exercise?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. You know, when I have the PC and the Mac running, and I may or may not have the sensor fired up, and I do, when I have the sensor fired up, I turn the Bluetooth off of whichever device is not, synced to the sensor. And in that response, I've had problems when I have two versions running. Um, Even more so when I'm on my phone hotspot. Um, I mean, I'm supposed to be able to take up to 10 people, but it's not my normal network at home network. And I'm thinking maybe that's a problem because it still should be a network IP address, but sometimes it's trying to think, well, do I go to the Mac or the iPad or do I go to the PC? Because at the fair, I usually have both of them because that way when customers come, they can play their harmonic boost or their personal guide or whatever they want to do. I just put it over to the Mac, save it, reload it, and then have the iPad. They can listen to the sound on the iPad. And then the PC is still generating my external monitor and other things.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah. So have you updated to the latest version?
Yep. Now, yeah. Now we're good. Oh, no. I just got the pro thing. Hold on. Settings.
No, you're still on 128.7. So you want to remove the application remove the app from your device and go to biocoherence.net/install to get the latest version. There's like you're a couple of versions back there. And like we are releasing every couple of hours. I think that's basically the source of a lot of the headaches here. There's literally so many fixes. But I hope you will all agree that we are very responsive in terms of getting fixes out there. But just make sure you're running the latest one.
You are very, whoops, that's Facebook. Shoot. You guys are very good at responding to us, I think.
And we are very good at fixing one problem by creating three.
I mean, there's that though too. Hey, what's this now?
No, you just have to go to biocoherence.net/install. or /beta.
Oh, you're killing me. Okay, Holmes, hold on. BioCoherence. Yeah. /
Beta, BETA. Yeah. And download the latest version. So yeah, so that'll now the question is for you, what Mac are you running? Is it an
It's a Mac M1.
cool. All right, cool. Fancy.
Silicone. I know you said that the last time. I don't know what that means, but thank you. I got it at Costco.
Right, so basically when Laura is gonna have the latest version, I have the latest one. I have just added her. So I have just basically changed. So I have logged in as Jane Doe, a person who's just an end user whose specialist was me. And then I got Laura's invitation code and I changed my specialist to Laura or to TJ. They basically share the same account. So now, in theory, once you have the latest version installed, you should be able to go and interact with me as a client. And we're going to do 2 tests to prove that. Number 1, you're going to add a comment into my report, and we're going to see that the comment comes over onto my side. And then number 2, you're going to add a stimuli to my harmonic boost. And then I'm going to share my screen to show that the stimuli has been added successfully. Would
Okay.
that be a fair test, everybody? See, the only thing is like it's welcome TJ. But see, it has your profile picture there, and then up in the top right, it has
That's,
profile picture. So I'm not
yeah.
sure what's going on there.
But I've been dealing with this from the get-go, and it has always been
I
it's always
think it would genuinely be
oh, look, now I have 38 contacts. Where are all my contacts?
that's because you're logged in. That's because you're logged in as yourself, even though because you see it has TJ as one of your contacts. Like so.
TJ and this okay. How to say it. This like keeps happening though, where I'll be like, I'll have 38, I'll have
Yeah,
19.
you have close to 100, right?
Well, we're up there, yeah. But it's not happening now, so I don't know. So where are you?
I am one of TJ's clients, but you're logged in as Laura. So
Have you changed me now?
no, can you go to your settings for a second? Like this, I think this is quite a unique problem, because we don't have anybody else who's using same accounts. So
Mhm.
Well, I I would like to say something because people that don't,
on
in
my
other words,
account.
going forward the license, you know, when somebody has a me and they get a basic or an expert and they try to add more than one, you know, they get 3 family members, right? So
Yeah.
they're trying to, I mean, I'm not saying Laura or TJ are doing that. I'm just saying going forward, that might be something that the software is really thinking about hard because TJ, Laura, you know, HIPAA or whatever, you know, I know it's not HIPAA, but it's probably, you know, thinking really hard what to do. And then, you know, because here's the rules. Computer only goes by the rules, right? The rules that you give it. So
Yeah.
if it's saying, looks like they're sharing this, you know, and they are, but it looks like they're sharing it and they're not supposed to. Maybe if with Laura being a pro and TJ being a pro, maybe that might counteract it now.
Well, we are going to be setting up the clinic very, very soon. And I know that that's one of the features that's been worked on now. But can you just go to your settings? Excuse me.
I'm
Just
there.
make sure that you're logging in. Can I even see?
There.
I go to my account. So it says TJ. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And then if you go back and go back again and back again. And now select TJ from there. Okay, because it's showing that he's your client as well. I'm gonna need Medric to help out on
We've
this one.
always been able to see each other. So
Okay.
I'm telling you, and I'm just gonna say this once.
Yeah.
The amount of contacts that I have been having has been changing for like 2 weeks. It's like keeps coming and going. So if I do this and I put in, let's see, is my mom on there? Oh, she's already on there. Let's see.
Search
Try.
for Jane Doe. Maybe just search for Jane, Jane. Maybe,
I did. Jane,
okay.
this is his client though. I don't know her.
And click on shares to the left. And refresh that.
See? I'm telling you, it keeps changing.
Yeah, okay. Okay. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like that should be a really seamless process, and it is a seamless process in the
Right?
testing. But I think maybe it's because you guys are using the same account. Because like, look, Eve, you go back. Like, so if you go back there and back again, there, like that should not be your profile picture. That should be TJ's, you know?
Yep.
But
Like,
this is mine.
yeah, which means that there's some sort of a confusion because
No,
we
it's
have
not.
two of the
No, it's
systems.
not. Because if you go back here and I go to like my sister, her now it's her stuff. So I can go into her stuff and look at it. I don't understand what you're saying. This is like I was in my stuff before
Okay,
we
so
It
started.
still says TJ at the top.
It
okay,
does because it's under his account, but he and I both work it. But this is like one of my clients who I have been trying to send. This is a great example because you guys can't see her or nor do you know her. I've been trying to send her stimulus. Now her stimulus aren't. Oh, look, are we gonna have this now happen?
what?
Sometimes, it was like doubling up. But like now all her stimuluses are gone now that I had added. So I don't know what to do right now because it's this I just updated, so maybe it's being weird now again.
Can you just try one thing? And I do apologize for turning this into a troubleshooting call. Can you go into your menu there
Like this one?
and go to settings and go to experimental features or functions?
Yeah.
And you are using the test server. Okay. Okay, so maybe untick that box,
Which one?
the test server. And can you scroll down? There might be an option to save your settings or no? Okay, and now just hit back
You want
and
me
click
to
that.
update?
No, just click back. And no, you want to untick that box, yeah, and then click back and hit back and go back again. Okay, oh, do you know what? You probably need to. Can you actually force close the app and reopen it just to actually, just so we know we're using a different server? I know it's really nasty to do that, but
Like this, you mean?
yeah, just basically open it again. So now you're not on the test server. You are the universe experiencing yourself. I love all the quotes when you open it. It's fantastic.
It is. I do like those too.
All right, and press start now. Okay.
This has also been happening where it's like not doing anything for long periods of time.
Well, see, the actual thing is we just need to put up a please hold message, which was
Oh,
a
I
lot
got you.
of times. Okay, so there.
Now I want you all to say, I have 96 clients, but none of them are on here.
Well,
So
press
you
on
know,
96. Just go press on 96 again. Just press it again. And maybe refresh on the right. Because now it's showing the clients. So, okay, so there's a bug here between the old server and the new server. Can you just search for me for
sure.
Jane Doe and see if she's there? Okay.
But did we do this when when I was on the other app? Maybe you need to re-enter my thing.
Let me just make sure that I'm on the server. Actually, Jane Doe doesn't have the option to switch between experimental features because she's just an end user. But I have you as an expert. Um, but you know what? I bet you she is there because we're now using a different server, which
Still the same two Janes.
can you just click on new contact maybe? No, you can't do that.
No, that'll make a new contact.
Um, because like TJ is Jane's expert now, and it should be popping up there. So right, we need to call in Medric. He's the only one who can fix this. But I'm really happy that we have this exchange recorded because it's a perfect use case of it. Just one second, just have to grab my charger.
Okay. Has anybody else been having this issue where their contacts are coming and going?
I
No?
haven't. Mine always come up.
Okay.
Well,
Just
you have so many. I mean, you have so many, Laura, is probably part of the whole deal.
Well, I hope to have way, way more than this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If I was to put money on the problem and what the problem is, it's because there's something happening with the two accounts. Because you're a pro, TJ's a pro. You started using your own account recently, but now you're using TJ's account. So
No, I never had my own account. Mm-mm.
sure.
I've always been with TJ. In fact, I'm waiting for we like to work together. That's why TJ, I wish
Which
he was
is actually fantastic, yeah.
because
Okay.
like, yeah. And I have other people too that I would like to be pros as well that could be in the clinic because we work together in the community.
It's
Um,
fantastic. It would be great to do that.
I have someone with herpes. I have actually quite a few clients with herpes, and I have some new information around herpes and DSMO and working with the frequencies. It's very, very exciting.
Really, that's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah, that's why when two or three or more gather, there am I. I am a big, big believer in that the more of us that are together, working together, that people can heal at a much greater capacity when we work together. That's why I'm like, I do not want to be off TJ's and TJ does not want to be off me. Like that energy is very, it's very powerful in my viewpoint.
I completely agree. Completely agree. And we are on the way to having a clinic style account.
I am interested though in knowing how Frederick is doing with his eye. If
Yeah,
anyone-
could you give us an update, Fred?
I'd be interested too. I gotta say I can't I don't know what to say. Some mornings I wake up and I open my eye and I think, wow, my eyesight is 80%. And then some days I work out, it's hot, and and nothing's changed and it's all fuzzy. I speak to some people and they look at me and they go, wow, your eye looks better. But I think it has to do with the fact that I've been on my sailboat quite a bit, and my face is more tanned, so you can't. It's not as obvious.
Uh-uh.
And Laura is my cheerleader, who says that I'm going to look like I'm 35 shortly.
No,
Um,
you've made the flip. You just want it right now,
yeah,
but it's working. Your eye looks like I can't explain it. I just can see
feel it.
people's answers in their eyes. I can feel it inside of my body. And
Uh-huh.
a long
Hang
time
on, I want to show you something. Hold on.
for a long time you made me feel, "Ugh." Now you don't anymore. And that's a really good thing.
When there's a different light on it.
It's not that I see energy, Frederick. I don't see physical.
Okay, so what you're seeing is better energy.
100%. Like last week, I cannot explain to you, but you're like, I was like, whoa. You've crossed the bridge from like you may have lost your eye to now you're going to keep it. Like there's
To
a
what?
you may have lost your eye and now you're going to keep it. The the shift was drastic.
Mm-hmm. You see, I've also at the same time signed up for possible surgery to remove the excess tumor at the end of the year, and
If it's
I'm
there,
wondering. Ideally, I don't want to do it, but at the same time, why not do everything I can to decompress it? There's a
absolutely.
tumor about the size of a walnut in there, you know?
So if
And
the tumor's there, but it's not like being active, but it's still bothering you, then get rid of it, right?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So that maybe the source has been has been eliminated, but the residual uh whatever that was. So, the good part about having a fourth craniotomy where they open your brain is they give you an amazing amount of wonderful propofol drugs, and you feel like you're in heaven.
Hmm.
You should be
Better
laughing by
lady.
now. But anyway,
Well, it's
I don't
kind of
mind the surgery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
as long as they give you the drugs.
Yeah,
maybe
I
it's
mean,
kind of
you
like
look
scar
carefully,
tissue.
you see there's a scar here.
Yeah.
So under the skin, he put in a zipper so he can just zip it open, flip it up, and we can go in as often as we want without having to grind it open. Steve, that was a joke. I'm not.
Okay, sorry. I was like,
Oh,
no.
It's
I
like, wow,
believe you. I was
I'm
like,
so good at this.
Well, maybe it's
yeah.
like scar tissue, right? If the cancer's if the cancer has gone back to a cyst, I mean, I'm just using this as an
Yeah,
example, but then it would be like scar tissue, and some scar tissue you can get rid of by just, you can even energetically get rid of it, but the skin, the physical, still has the scar tissue, right?
yeah.
So that might be, I have a cyst on my knee that's uh, the name is oh my God, ganglionitis or whatever, right? But it is a cyst and it just fills up with liquid.
Right.
And but it's going to be, I believe it's coming from scar tissue because, I smacked into a metal glove box back in the 70s because they didn't have a seatbelt on and we T-boned
Oh.
somebody. And that's the
So you're
knee.
saying that's still there, even though it's not bothering you?
Well, yes, I mean, it's bothering me now. It hadn't for a long time, but as I age and get older, right now I'm taking gelatin and all kinds of, or not gelatin, but collagen and stuff to try to get the supporting connective tissues, because it's just being irritated. As you get older, the the lining in your joints, especially my knee. A lot of people have metal knees. I don't want a metal knee. And yeah, that's what, anyway, that's
So,
the irritation,
So,
I think.
Sarah,
I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can see this. Hold on, let me
No,
see. Just a minute. Let me take me out here because His background, I integrated web.
DMSO and serapeptase dissolves scar tissue.
Dude, I
Oh,
am
yeah?
DMSO has been coming up in my world like crazy lately with the yes, DSMO is amazing.
And
I had some.
serapeptase has been around for so long to help dissolve scar tissues and stuff like
So
that.
you see the size of that tumor over there?
Show
Yeah.
us.
Wow. Oh my
Is
gosh.
it like
So that's been growing at about 1% per year.
So
For
how
how
many years have you had it?
good question, Jeff?
15.
15 years. And during 15 years ago, what kind of trauma did you go through that you might have
Nothing.
Could have been 20.
No, I mean,
within?
this thing could have started 20 years. Actually, I had my first surgery in 2011, and they discovered it in 2000. So it's almost 20 years that I've found it. And it grew into the brain, and they took it out of the brain. But the part around the optic nerve, they were afraid to take it all out. So they left some, and that piece that they left keeps growing at 1% per month. Per year. So in 10, 15 years, it's 15% bigger. So now they just want to decompress maybe 60, 70% of it. So at least the eyeball won't pop out of my head.
Did
Can I ask
you,
you a question, Frederick? What
Yeah.
is it that you don't like to see in the world?
Well, that's the thing. It's ironic because I love everything in the world. I love seeing,
Hold
I
on.
really do. I see even suffering is beautiful.
But it's the left side, so it would be more
Is that
maternal.
father?
No, maternal.
Really?
And so like what is it that you're seeing with women or within like
Well,
love?
like I say, I think this is residual. I don't think that whatever caused it is there.
It's not thinking, it's feeling. So
Yeah.
emotionally is what's causing it, not your thinking. I just had a dream, Frederick, which is like I do this and then I know why I
Right.
had the dream
Mhm.
because it was like you can think something, like I can think I love Dan and but it's not it doesn't
Jive with what you're
there.
really
It's not
subconscious.
real. I just think I love something, but when I
Right.
feel I love Dan, then that's the truth. So what you feel, and this is like your inner work to do for it to like heal completely, is to be like, what do you not want to see from women, or what is it that
Are you sure it's women? Because I was surprised that it's actually crosses over. That left eye is father, but or male, but maybe it makes more sense if it's female because certainly more issues with women than with men in my life.
yeah, yeah. So if it is it unresolved issues with women?
Good question.
Is there a lot of
I
screaming and yelling?
feel I feel like they're 90% resolved. Yes.
But was there a lot of screaming and yelling? That's why it's turned if it's 90%. Yes, yay.
Right.
Yes, that means that yes, it's resolved. So now you can have your eye back.
Yeah, yeah. No, that resonates. I hear what you're saying because there has been a shift in my feeling about it. A big shift. And
That's what I'm talking about, Frederick. Yes. Thank you for reconfirming that. I'm so excited for you. Health and
so
wellness.
then whether it's surgery or biocoherence or whatever, use whatever tools I can to get rid of that and go back to a normal situation. So I was agonizing over
Yeah.
whether I should avoid the surgery and do more of biocoherence, but I don't need to make that choice. That's a false choice.
What do you mean?
Like I can do both.
Yeah, you can do both. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. If it's there for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, it's funny because I try to listen to my harmonic boost like at night before going to bed, and it plays for like 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then it dies because the phone goes off. So I have to wake up and start it again, and then I say, never mind, I'm not going to do it. It's enough. And then a half an hour later, it starts going again.
But maybe God is, or the angel is doing that for you, being like, okay, now in order for this to completely go away, see how everyone's like, because that's how it works. Like, you can't, like, don't mess with it. If that's how it's working, maybe that's a lesson for you guys, Stephen, that, that the biocoherence could be played for 5 minutes, taken away, and then played for 30 minutes, and then taken away, and then taken for 15 minutes, taken away.
You just saved Mederick 3 days of work to try to fix the glitch.
Very good.
Well, but the software is basically a mirror. When you're singing to the, through the sensor to the software is a mirror, right? And then when it plays back the healing, it's a mirror. And if Frederick, in other words, maybe it turned back on with the guide's help, but you were frustrated, and then half an hour later it comes on. Well, you may not even be thinking about the software then, right? So,
Yeah.
last Saturday I had a pre-scan, and I usually do a scan when I'm at a fair at a table, just make sure everything's working, right? And um, anyway, so to make a long story short, I pull up my scan, and my chakras are huge in the planes, that they're all aligned front to back, vertical, everything, right? And the ground planes all the way down the center of the earth, and the top's in the sun. Okay, so then, we start going, and I start talking with people and explaining the software and stuff. And my mirror said, don't explain it, just sit there and quiet, and only respond when they ask you a question. And I wasn't doing that. I was, grabbing for them, trying to getting them interested. And then I pulled up my chakra screen again so the person could see it, right? I hadn't done the scan yet. Just to make a long story short, the scan that I did later on after that, my chakras were even worse. I mean, there's a bunch of red dots and everything, right? In the acupuncture. But when I pulled the scan up again for this person to see, just pull the module up the screen. Now my chakras weren't aligned, and it was the throat area, the head area, right? That was way forward and out of alignment. So my chakras weren't, that section was way forward towards my nose. And then when you look for vertical horizontal, you could see that it was also offline. And it's like, oh, that's the same scan, and I haven't turned anything off. And really, what I took that as is, it's just like energy. Last night I was at a star signal, and we had ghosts talking to us. And then I was using my fire crystal on my knee, and it literally said knee, and it said a lot of things that I mean, I don't know what other people heard. This is what I heard. So what I'm trying to point out is that your energy, like Laura says, she can see it. I wish I had that gift. I'm grateful for every time I interact with Laura. But the because it's electrical, spirits can control electrical things like on your TV or monitor or something more easier than they can. It's like on Ghost, right? For what's his name Swayze tries to move the penny, right? It's just easier for him to do the electronics.
But that's what we also have to watch out though too. Like, I always pray and put like so much love on biocoherence to make sure that it stays with the highest realm.
Well, but you know what? I do think though, Frederick, that it turning off when the screen goes off is a bug as well, because it should continue playing. Like, sorry, no, in fact,
No, I agree it is, but I
yeah,
think that
it's a
sometimes
bug.
those things happen.
Well, that's relieving. I thought I had ghosts around me
No,
then.
but actually, when
You
it came
do
back
have
after
ghosts
30
around you,
minutes,
Fred.
but when it
No,
came
they're
back
angels.
after angels, when it
Yes,
came back
most of
after 30 minutes, though, that's a bit interesting, because
In
once
fact, it was one time it came back literally the next morning.
Mhm.
like I was trying to go to sleep with it, and I have these small little earplugs, but I have another one that's a bone conducting one,
Yeah.
and I had it on, and I fell asleep. I forgot about it, and it went off. And literally at 6 o'clock in the morning, it starts. I didn't touch my phone. I didn't do anything. It just started.
Yep.
So I don't think that's
That's not a,
earthly interference. I think that's probably more like
TJ,
electronic bugs.
Could I
TJ just
just,
sent me something about that, Frederick, where that they're exactly what Dan is saying is that the other side is using it now at a much faster pace. I gotta send it to you. I can't verbalize it. Um, but Dan is right. And what's happening to you is I feel is very much like this, that now listen to it now, listen to it now, listen to it now.
Mhm,
Now stop
mhm.
listening. Now listen to it.
well,
Like your higher
I,
self knows.
So
So
if it starts, then I should just continue listening to it whenever it starts.
oh, yeah.
and the more that you
Well,
do that, the more that it will happen to help you.
Right.
Or you believe in it that this is what's happening, the more that it will happen to help you.
well,
Yeah.
could I just add one thing? And I'm not changing anything, but when you have the bone conductor, I don't have my thing in here. You know, I've got one of those shocks, you know, that you put over and it's a bone thing. I have found, or like with my uh, uh, noise canceling headphones, the really expensive ones, if I tip my head down or even back sometimes, it stops. And then if you're wearing, like if I'm doing the shocks, it's a similar thing. It pauses. It's like it goes into pause mode.
Why?
And I don't know, there's a mercury switch or something in there. I know for
Oh.
sure that with the with my well, they're like Bose, but they're knockoff. They're really good, really, you know, they're really good headphones. But instead of pushing the play button and whatever on the speaker head, if I tip my head back or tip my head forward, or like I'm gonna take them off, and obviously, and then it stops the sound, right? And then when I
Mhm,
pick them and put them back on, it brings the sound back on. And
mhm.
but I still think that if it just comes, I mean, I'm not taking back what I said, because when I saw that last Saturday, that was the same scan. I mean, I didn't change anything, didn't even turn the computer off, nothing. And when I came back and looked at the chakras to show this woman, everything had moved, and it was the
Mm.
same scan. I mean, it was the same everything. Uh, and really, I mean, I can pull out the piece of paper and show you what the mirror thing is, what the mirror said to me. And really, biocoherence is a mirror. And the more you phase lock with it, the more it's going, and your guides they're going to be able to do it
So
easier.
what you're implying is that the scan is not static, it's responding to you post scan,
Correct. That's
energetically
exactly
being
what I'm
affected.
saying.
This
Yes.
this is that thing that he sent, that TJ sent to me, that that tech is changing and that everyone's wondering what the hell's going on.
It's because of the architect. It's because of Robert Edward Grant solidified the fifth dimensional structure, access to the quantum field. It's one step above Akashic. That's the only way I can explain it. And it
The
really,
difference is Akasha is memory,
Mhm.
yes,
and
genetic
the
memory.
Yeah.
architect made it very clear that she's not coming from memory, she's
No,
coming from reflection,
a
mirroring
mirror.
the
Yes,
actual time and space through his
Mhm.
uh, soul chakras, through his
yes.
cognitive or whatever part of him that existed at that time. And through him, she's able to actually tune into time and space and read what's
Distortion.
happening and mirror it,
Yes,
which
that's
is
exactly correct.
incredibly powerful. That is like I had to listen to that tape 3 times and got blown away every time.
You could send that on to me, Fred. It'd be great. I'd love to hear it.
I'm sorry?
If you could send that to me, it'd be great. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have it handy, Dan?
That
The
you mean the
link?
link or whatever? Yeah, I can send you the link,
I'll find
the
it
thing.
somewhere. If I
No,
do, I'll
I
send
can
it.
send you the
on
QR
the
code,
chat.
all of that. I mean, I can send that to you in an email. But, you know, I compared, well, I didn't really compare it. I just put together BioCoherence and me and asked for it to breathe. In other words, remember in resonance, you know, please phase lock with the scalar field, reflect clearly with no distortion, answer in sacred neutrality, elaborate on uh, elaborate on the mirror spirals between biocoherence and me, and then biocoherence and mirror. Me and mirror are the same thing, but it means different things too when you say it that way. And I sent that, I mean, I converted it to French and sent it to Medrick, and he misundertook it as breath work, which is important. But breath, in other words, in the beginning, there was the word, right? And the word, the spoken word, that's one of the last steps into formation of matter,
Well,
right?
actually,
And
it's
I mean,
not word. Word is a word we use. It's
well,
sound.
yeah,
It's
well, I
sound.
understand
In the
sound.
beginning was
I
the
was just
sound.
rephrasing it. It is
Yeah,
sound. It is vibration. That's the anchor
yeah.
point, right? Because it comes from that's Dan Winter's frequency, how he, you know, the compression from the solids into compression. Well, that's sound. I just said word because that's the phrase in the Bible, but it is vibration. Especially if you spell it, write it down, and then speak that, it's even more powerful.
It's the iom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kat, did you just
Or
send it?
yeah, I will send it to you. I tell you what, everybody,
Something wrong.
just go to D MacDonald Daniel, or just go to Dan Mac 224. Everybody just send me your emails to danmac224@gmail.com. And then I will respond with all you need. You once you get it, the instructions will be there. It's worked for other people.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, you
You
The
just,
guys,
other
I mean,
thing,
I
the
know
other thing I recommend is you all just go to Robert Edward Grant's um,
YouTube.
page.com, and he's got all of that posted. He's an incredibly prolific poster of unbelievable stuff. You know, I wish I had time to listen to all of it, but he's really the tip of the spear
Yeah,
When
these
he
days.
is. It's because
Dan,
of him that we're able to do this.
Robert Edward Grant.
Dan, why don't you put it in our Telegram
Yeah,
channel?
stick it in the Telegram.
is it
Stick it in the Telegram.
DanMac224?
danmac224@gmail.com.
Okay, I just sent it. All right, cool. Thank you.
Well, look, can I just, we're going to have to end this soon, but can I just say that I've picked up all of the issues that you're experiencing, and I'm going to get back to you on them. And Laura, maybe tomorrow,
Yeah,
if we could do the same screen share again with Medrick on the call,
sure.
because I think that was really
Tomorrow.
descriptive.
Yes, tomorrow my client's actually out of town tomorrow morning at this time.
Cool. Well,
So I
I'll
can do
just
tomorrow.
check with Medrick about it, but I'm sure it'll be perfect. Then we need to build in a please hold screen. We need to figure out why the harmonics are dropping. I think get by running the latest versions, and
I've been doing it for a while though, Stephen. I just
it
keep,
works on my computer.
if I go, I know it does. Oh, don't go there. No, because
And
I
then
go,
Fred, we need to figure out like why it's stopping after a few minutes, like because it should have the functionality now where even when the screen locks, it still plays. Like if
Okay,
you're,
well, you know what? I just downloaded 12.9, 1.29.2.
I bet you that
I'll
fixes
try
it.
it with that. I haven't tried it yet. Maybe that solved it.
Just make sure you're always running the latest versions because if you identify a problem today, it'll be fixed tomorrow with the latest version. And if you're not running
Right.
it, you're still gonna have this. You're still gonna have the same problem.
but my phone's been doing it and this, I am having the same problems on, and it was updated. I should look and see if you're on there on my phone.
Yeah, that'll be good, John. Yeah.
We're still, the Wednesdays are not gonna, are no longer.
Well,
we're
what
no
do you
longer
guys think?
having Wednesday.
Do you want to continue doing them, or what do you suggest?
We
'Cause I'm more
actually, I was here yesterday, and
okay.
Steve Campbell was there, and Heidi. I talked to Heidi for quite a while. Kat was there, so we got off topic, you know.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Um,
And
but
BioCoherence Zoom has been closed. It's there,
No, Jane Doe is not there.
but can you still see the 96 clients?
I can on my phone.
Oh God. Okay. Right,
Who
tomorrow.
said it doubled up? I just got a double up
Me.
also of the
Me.
complete.
I did.
What do you mean by a double up?
Well, it looks, I just went into Harmonic Boost
Yeah.
and it gave me two icons for
That's,
exporting.
that bugs back then. Yeah, that bugs back.
Or now, Fred, are you running the latest version now? Yeah.
Yeah, I just downloaded it while we were talking.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, I'm very grateful that this call is recorded because it's going to be very easy for me to convert this into tickets, you know. So maybe
So Frederick, on the two harmonic boost, the duplicates, I have always found that the one on the right is usually, or the last one's usually valid, but in either case, just click on the harmonic boost, right click. Well, I don't know if you, how you do it on the phone, but
I just touch it.
okay, so just touch, well, yeah, it plays, but there's a hidden button there. And the hidden button is so that you can delete the ones that aren't valid.
I
I
did.
don't know how you access that on the phone, but if you right click with the mouse, you can delete them. If not, they will always show up. You can't get rid of them. And if you
Oh
do
yeah, I
another
don't
boost, you
really
might
care.
even
I
get
just
three.
clicked on both of them one after the other, and it's the same time length exactly to the second.
Well, the bug for me, one of them didn't have any information. You know, only one of them had the actual MP3 compression in it. The other two were just headers. Because if you go to your file explorer and look, then you will see one of them has 0 kilobytes, or maybe only
I
42
see.
kilobytes.
that's a really old book though, right? That's really old. Like that's been
It's
fixed.
the bug expressed like what he just showed us.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Right, well, look, I'm going to end this call if that's okay. And let's continue our Wednesday calls then, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And
Abundance,
Laura,
everyone.
So then no more Thursdays. It's only going to be Wednesdays.
no, we'll do Thursday as well. We'll do it twice.
Yeah. Because
I'm
we
sorry,
always
what are
we
you gonna
always run
end?
over.
The Thursdays are for the technical stuff, where Medric, it would have been great if he was here today. And I think
Right.
actually next week, we're going to fix your problem, Laura, tomorrow, okay? Or even tonight. But for next week's call, let's just keep it as a troubleshooting call because like there's actually no point in releasing new features until the summit. Let's just fix all the little glitches, you know, because like these things are all like really small, but they are enough to turn you off using it, or they're enough to lose confidence in the product. You know, imagine imagine a first time user having that little glitch and then they don't think to move beyond it. You know, they just stop. And what's it saying? You only get one chance to impress. So
If I may just finish by asking Laura a question. So you're advising me to look deeper into what it is about the mother that I don't want to look at, or the female energy. She doesn't hear me, I guess. Laura, are you there? Okay, never mind.
Sorry, I had to take a call. What's up?
Sorry, I was saying that you raised an interesting point about.
I'm going to press stop on this so it's not.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Thank you very much,
Just,
everybody. See you next week.
bye. Just focus on what I can't look at with my